Smith on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Cameron. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Cameron. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon wiggles free. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Burrow's pass.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
2 yards.
This is Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
On the carry.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
7 at the 16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
14. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on second down. Cameron. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. 27. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On first down, Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 23.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
City, first down.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Mike, check. 3 buds.
To throw on second down, Cameron. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Operating from the gun, Cameron. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good. Makes the score Diablos 21, Washington 13.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Takes over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Cameron. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Off play action. Cameron. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before. Before being taken down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cameron. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Complete.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
2nd and inches.
Now a give right side. Gibson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Washington on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Chase Young. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
It's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw from his end zone. Cameron, Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Cameron. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cameron. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Scarborough. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
This is Scarborough. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Brought down behind the line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They run the counter. Gibson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Makes this Washington 20.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.